This is Umar Ahmed for IFL TV, proudly sponsored by Everlast. I'm with Everlast's finest, Archie Sharp. A week out now from getting back to the ring on MTK show at Your Call, October 29th. You must be just delighted to get back in there, Arch.
Yeah, I'm buzzing, mate. I'm very grateful and thankful to MTK for putting this show on, and then I'm buzzing to be back, mate.
Yeah, of course, we know the situation with yourself. You've been highly rated with WBO for a long time, and we'll come on to a big fight this weekend, of course, between Shakur and Jamel in a second. But what's the plan here, Arch? Obviously, you go into Friday night, hopefully get the win for yourself with a good performance, and then what's the short-term plan?
I'm just waiting to see how obviously the weekend goes with them two. For myself, it's just the momentum, keeping busy. Obviously, we had that tough little Mexican fella, got a cut. A few things I've been working on since then. I'm just look forward, like I say, I'm just grateful to be back out on this show. And for me, it's the momentum, Umar, just keeping busy now, just keeping the momentum going, keeping active. Always, you know me, I'm always in the gym, always stay around my weight anyway. So I'm just, my body feels good. I'm in great shape, and I'm just waiting for the opportunity, mate. Just waiting for that big fight.
Definitely. You've had a fair bit of time now with Al Smith. How's everything going? Have you felt major improvements?
Yeah, major improvements now. I think after we got that first fight out of the way, we put a lot of pressure on ourselves as it was our first fight out with Al, and everything was doing so well in the gym. And then it wasn't the performance that I wanted. I was a bit disappointed in my performance after, even though we won and we done and we got the win and we got the job done. But for myself, I just know I'm so much better than what I've actually shown in the 20 fights as a professional fighter, and so has Al. Al knows it and seen it. Um, and you know, Al, he's a very experienced man. He won't kid anyone up, and he'll tell you how it is. And at the end of the day, even he said, like, we're excited. You know what I mean? Everything's gone well. I'm in great shape, great weight, and I just look forward to putting on a show for everyone on next week.
What's the opponent like next Friday, Arch?
I believe he's tough. There's not much footage of him. I see that he went Ray Vargas. He went the distance with Ray Vargas and he lost on points. But I think he's just a tough African fella. I think he's 28 lost 3 or something around that sort of record. So very well scored. Gets behind his jab from the fight that we have seen. But like I say, there's not much footage of him. So myself, I've just got to do what I do best and just adapt and see what we have in front of us next week.
I know you fought at Your Call during the lockdown shows on a Frank Warren build, but there was no fans, of course. There will be all your army in there next Friday night, and there's nothing like a raucous atmosphere at Your Call. You must be excited for that.
Yeah, that's what I'm very excited for. Last time I was out there, obviously against Jeffo Fori, no one was there. It was a bad performance. Everything was just not great. But now it's my first fight for MTK, headlining my first show for them, with all the fans back, and I'm buzzing. And what a great undercard as well to be headlining. So I'm things are really, really good, mate. Really looking up, especially after the year I had, the year and a half. Things are really going well.
Glad to hear it, Arch. So give me your pick then for this weekend. Shakur Stevenson against Jamel Herring. What happens, mate?
See, it's really hard for me because at the start I always said Shakur Stevenson, because he's the younger, he's the younger fighter, probably obviously more skillful than Jamel. But now I'm really drawn down the middle on a 50-50 fight here. I want Jamel to win. I think because obviously if Jamel wins, it makes more sense and it's easier to match up with myself and Jamel. I reckon if Shakur wins, they might be a bit funny trying to get in the matchup. But so I'm backing Jamel for this fight, and we shall see. But it's going to be a really, really interesting fight. I'm really looking forward to seeing how Jamel goes in them championship rounds. Shakur story. See how he goes in the championship rounds.
Archie, where are you at then? Are you number 2 in the WBA at the moment?
The last I checked, before after that fight with the Mexican that I had against him, is it Diego Chavez? I was number 2, so maybe sitting the same number 2, maybe what number 1, I'm not too sure. I haven't checked, but either way, so we're in a strong position. Shakur and Jamel both know I'm on their radar, so we'll see what happens after their fight.
Okay, if you do get to number one, if you are number one, let's say next year you're on that spot, then obviously it's likely that mandatory will get called some point next year. So is that in the back of your mind, Arch? Obviously you want to get your fight out the way on Friday and probably have one more, but a world title shot in 2022.
Yeah, for sure. It's a stone throw away. It's going to happen. You know how it is with the political side of things. I've just got to keep winning. I'm in a great position. Just got to keep winning. Every fight now is a world title fight because everyone wants to take that spot off away from me. So I've just got to make sure I'm in the best shape, which I am always in. Keep performing, keep winning, and get myself in a mandatory position. That's what I just got to do. I've got to force them. I've got to force them to take the fight. I've done the Twitter calling. I've done the social media stuff to try and get them out to take the fight. I want the fight. Everyone knows I want the fights. It's just a matter of now just putting myself in a position to force it to happen now.
Just a last question from me, please, Arch. I spoke to Anthony Cacace after his win against Leon Woodstock a few weeks ago, and he wasn't too pleasant about you, was essentially calling you out. Have you seen any of Cacace's comments?
I'll see a few things, but it's irrelevant. Do you know what I mean? He knows my people, he knows my team, he knows where we're at. So he knows the coup. At the end of the day, he can do all the talking. I think personally, listen, he's at that stage in his career where he's got to start calling people out. I'm doing the same thing with Shakur. I don't take it personal. It's business. If people want to come through and offer the right money and the right opportunity, i.e., a guarantee for a world title fight, do you know what I mean? If it makes sense, then of course we'll take the fight. It's not a problem. No one's ducking anyone, but I'm in a great position. I'm sitting at number 2 in the world. Of course he's going to call my name out. I don't take it personal. They're going to do that. But like I say, he knows my team. So there we go. I'll leave it as that.
Okay, that one's put to bed. All right, Archie, good to get a word from you this week. Best of luck ahead of next Friday. We'll see you at the weigh-in on Thursday. And we look forward to Pat your call on the MTK show next Friday. All right, thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you for having me on, mate. I appreciate that.
Anytime, Archie. Take care.
God bless, mate. All the best.